It's the Tennessee Titans taking on the Houston Texans.
Football League presented by EA Sports. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Houston Texans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played,
certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, tried to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. So here are the Titans backed up to start this drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 19 carries, 110 yards.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
The Offensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
It's great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down pass, and on that play, they completed it just to the points.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now, and looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick 6 for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick 6, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Willis. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Willis. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
On now is the Titans punter. Desmond King back deep. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Collins. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
The throw over the middle taken in. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. It led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at about the 14. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense set to go again. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. On first down, Henry. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Willis. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw, Willis. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So here are the Texans to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now Rodgers.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
So no gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Houston. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
And Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again.
Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Willis. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the 2nd level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Texans are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jeudy.
And that's caught inside the 35. And this will get him all the way inside the Tennessee 20. A huge play there for Houston.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
7 yards, the pickup there. Second down and 3. On the handoff, Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Kenny Moore. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Willis. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Throwing on 1st down. Willis. He dumps it off for Henry. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Titans on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Running from the gun with Henry. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. The Titans on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Willis. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot. You just made my job a little tougher because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower because he's got to get more distance. That means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
After the sack on first down, Rodgers. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
Extra point attempt to come here. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Aaron Rodgers, we focus on him for our players' spotlight. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? Shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
Yeah, I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were this game, one the turnover battle, and the second third down conversions. So they got one there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. That's complete. It's Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Shotgun now for Rodgers. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, That required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down. Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that makes it 14-10. A 10-play drive that time. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Willis.
This will go to Henry out wide.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Willis. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
We dominate tonight. I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give to Henry. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Willis. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This is Lamb on the end around.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Willis looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Green. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
On now is the Titans punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, the ball never hits the ground there either. So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando. And scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
From the 44, Rodgers over the middle. That's caught by Taylor. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Rodgers now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw, it's Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. He's at the 40, past the 20. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Now for the point after. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers.
He'll get this off to Taylor.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And this one already a 2-touchdown game as they've just gone to halftime. Chase Edmonds, a touchdown run in that first half. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And at halftime, they trail the visiting Seahawks in that ball game. DK Metcalf, a touchdown catch in that first half. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And that game all tied up with the visiting LA Chargers. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
4 yards remain for second down.
They'll run it again with Henry. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. from the gun on third down. Willis, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return, it's King. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On the draw is Taylor. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Taylor. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Rodgers now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. A gain of 6 there on first. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers, quick hitter here, it's complete.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Collins. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
Another one caught by Collins.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Open man there is Collins, complete. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now it's Rodgers.
He'll check this one down to Taylor.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Not much there, only a yard. Second down and goal. Rodgers.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will tie things at 17 all.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Willis.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now is the Titans punter as he's on here to punt it away. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Rodgers now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 6.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
He'll complete this one to Collins.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Looking to throw. Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now left side on the swing pass. Only a yard there. Looking to throw. Rodgers.
He'll drop this down to Taylor.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. Shifts by at the 15. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Matthews. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10.
2nd down and 7.
They stay on the ground with Matthews again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might well go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And his kick is indeed good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17.
So his 2nd field goal here in this 3rd quarter.
The first one tied the game, and this one gets them the lead, but you just have to wonder if field goals are going to be enough. At some point, they've got to conclude these drives with the ball in the end zone.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Willis. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Willis. Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. On 1st and 10, Willis. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
2nd down and 4.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw again. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Willis. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Willis. Open man, here's Foster. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
On 1st down, Willis. Got an open man. It's Foster.
7 yards the pick up there. 3 yards remain for 2nd down.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Henry. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans have once again taken the lead.
So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that will make this a 4-point game. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers.
He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Rodgers going to throw.
Open man. He completes it to Judy.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rodgers into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
Back to throw. Willis. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Titans add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Point after, right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. With his guys trailing here in the fourth, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 16. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Houston set to take over. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6.
That's caught left side by Judy.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Oh, now Miller slow in getting up. He's still down on the ground. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Rodgers.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. And they've got good hands. Then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Rodgers again now.
This will be caught. Judy.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
On 1st down, Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Rodgers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go. So when you think about comebacks, it's often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's had quite the turnaround, Charles. At the start of the game, passing game was a little bit of a mess, but he's back on the horse, so to speak.
Love seeing how someone can rebound from a slow start or a tough start. Means that they're strong mentally. They've kind of calmed themselves down. Everyone's rallied around them. Maybe they even change game planning a little bit in order to make things better for them. Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A handoff, running left, Henry. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Willis. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Derrick Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they take a knee. 2nd and 11. He'll decide to keep this once more. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Titans are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Houston's offense taking over again. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Rodgers now on first down. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. To throw again on second down. Rodgers. And this is hauled in by Matthews. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Here's Rodgers on first and 10. And that's off the mark, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. And Matthews has it right side. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Titans go victory formation as they take a knee. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Titans, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Texans, it was